Folks, good evening and welcome to the Digital Weather Desk powered by Century Next Bank. I'm Jared Floyd. Happy Tuesday evening. A little bit later than normal. We had a visit with Santa Claus. He's a cool dude. Third time I've seen him so far this year. He's a busy guy. Looking forward to seeing him again on Christmas Eve. As you take a look at I-20 this evening, still a little bit of congestion and just overall volume issues, but overall it looks like things are moving relatively smoothly. Check the infrared satellite. Today's forecast made possible by ServPro, Monroe, West Monroe. Faster to any size disaster. Call or click servpro.com for more. The cloud cover's back. Most of it was high clouds to start, but we've started to see the mid-clouds, the mid-level clouds become a little bit more present over the last several hours, and they're likely to hang in through the overnight. Good evening, Janice. Thank you so much for joining in as we take a look at the forecast. Radar made possible by Brown's Roofing. Schedule your free roof inspection at brownsroofingla.com. And we are getting some shower returns across the Ark-La-Tex region. I don't think anything's actually reaching the ground, especially considering the dew points are still pretty dry at the surface, but at least a trend in the right direction for those that are looking for some rainfall. High temperatures unofficially for the day, 54 in El Dorado, 56 in Monroe, 60 in Natchez. Most of us at least return to the 50s. In fact, all of us return to the 50s with some 60s sprinkled in here or there. As the sun sets on this Tuesday evening, mid to upper 40s are widespread with some low to mid 50s sprinkled in. 49 in Monroe, 50 in Jena, 55 in Natchez, 44 in El Dorado. And you compare that to where we were 24 hours ago in most spots, again, noticeably warmer, a good 10 to 15 degrees warmer than we were at this point yesterday. Dew points have climbed noticeably as well. They were in the single digits and teens to start the week, now back into the 30s and 40s. So, again, there's still a pretty appreciable gap between our air temperatures and our dew points, so it takes a little while to get moisture down to the surface. But we have overcome a lot of the dry air that was in place. Winds were pretty consistent out of the south and southeast today, fairly light now, and should generally stay light through the overnight, but they don't drop to zero in many locations. In fact, that's what's likely to lead the warming trend as we go through the overnight. Lows will fall into the mid-40s tonight for most locations across the Ark-La-Tex, but again, that only really tells part of the story, because I would expect most of us to see the mid-40s by around midnight. As the clouds continue to roll in and this upper disturbance moves into place, it starts to stir up and bring in some warm air in with it. So temperatures start climbing toward daybreaks. So mid-40s for overnight lows, but those, again, probably at midnight or 1 a.m., and you'll probably wake up in the mid to upper 40s, at least a few degrees warmer than your official low temperature for the day. Check a futurecast made possible by Bayou Power Sports. I-20 frontage road in Monroe shows winds back out of the south, and the kind of nebulous just rounds of showers that are possible not only overnight tonight, but through much of the day tomorrow. Again, this is all in response to a fairly weak upper-level disturbance that's just going to kind of drag through the area during the day on Wednesday. Most of the rain should be very spotty and light, and I wouldn't be surprised for most areas to stay dry. We get a little bit of a gap in the rainfall late Wednesday, early Thursday, and then we bring our cold front through the region during the daytime hours on Thursday. Again, some scattered showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm along the way. Skies clear pretty quickly after that with a brief cool down for Friday, and then temperatures rebound pretty nicely for the second half, for the rest of the weekend and into the early parts of next week. Check of upper level winds. Showed this to you yesterday, but again, I think this really tells the story of what we're going to be running into over the next few days. You can see this little dip in the jet stream, this weak little upper level disturbance that will stir the rain chances tomorrow across the Red River Valley. As that moves eastward, again, it just kind of trudges through the region as we go through the day on Wednesday. And it's still responsible, even by late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning. It's still responsible for all the cloud cover that we're going to deal with and any spotty rain chances that we encounter over the next 36 hours or so. Then you bring a deeper trough of low pressure that eventually just kind of shoves this one out of the way and goes, all right, so you're not going to move out. I will move you for you. And so that front moves through the daytime hours on Thursday. Skies clear. Pretty strong northwesterly flow aloft, so you can see how amplified the pattern is. Deep trough of low pressure through the Great Lakes region, ridge of high pressure out over the desert southwest, Baja California area in those regions. So look at what happens to the pattern after we get past Friday. I put this into motion. And if you're looking at this going, I don't think anything's happening, you're right. Nothing's happening. This is a very zonal flow aloft, meaning everything just kind of moves from west to east. There's no major significant dips in the jet stream, which bring storm systems and changes in air mass and all those types of things. Nothing. Through the weekend and into the early parts of next week. In fact, by the early half of next week, a ridge of high pressure amplifying across the central United States is going to probably bring some sinking, compressing, warming air into play. Now, usually in the summertime, that's really bad news. But for this time of year, it just means above average temperatures and below average precip. And what do you know? I have a map that tells us above average temperatures in the 6 to 10 day outlook and below average precip in the 6 to 10 day outlook. Upper level patterns screaming this. And for all of those folks posting model data from a month ago saying it was going to snow on Christmas in the central and southern United States, wrong again. That's why we look at trends, not specifics in the long term. Overnight lows tonight will fall back into the mid-40s. Again, a few showers not completely out of the question overnight. Carolyn, good evening to you. Slight chance of rain is what we'll call it. Maybe up to scattered chances across portions of southern Arkansas. I think I got bit by a mosquito. Legs itching. Daytime highs tomorrow. Low 60s. Cloudy and somewhat mild. But again, the spotty to even scattered showers can't be ruled out through the day. The best rain chances are probably early in the day, up till around lunchtime. And then I would expect a gap in the rain chances late. Look at the 7-day forecast made possible by 3B Hardware. Again, Saturday's descriptor pretty much tells the story. Warmer. Jan, Patty, good evening to you as well. As we dip a little bit behind the Thursday front, 60s for highs tomorrow, Thursday. Front Thursday afternoon drops us into the 50s for highs Friday. 70s for the weekend and beyond into early next week. And I really don't see anything that would change us from seeing the 70s for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Will it be record-setting? Probably not. I think we have to get into the 80s on Christmas Day for it to be record-setting. I think we have to get to like 82 or 83. I don't think we're going to get there. But at this point, I can't really rule anything out because, I mean, like I said, we're going to be in the low 70s early next week, no matter how you slice it. Overnight lows in the upper 50s. Again, the plus side to it is travel weather around Christmas Eve and Christmas Day looks to be very positive. So that's a plus side. Reminder that the Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Bank, is a digital weather platform serving 33 parishes and counties across northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas, and western Mississippi. It is made possible 100% free to you by the local businesses that you see there on your screen. If you are a local business that is looking to get involved, you can email me at jared@digitalweatherdesk.com. How do you play a role at home? Just follow us on your favorite social media platforms. Like and comment and share the content that you deem is important to other folks, and then support our local business partners when you can, if you can. A simple Facebook message, or when you're in their stores or whatever, just, hey, thanks so much for what you're doing. That's all you really need to do. But again, if you could also support their business financially, then that's also a plus. And we're never going to say no to that. Fishing Game comes out at 8 o'clock, so we get about 2 more hours on Fishing Game. I'll join you first thing tomorrow morning with a look at the forecast as we get ready for some subsequent rain chances. If anything pops up on radar that I think you need to know about rain-wise, I will. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few showers as we go through the late night hours tonight or the early part of the day tomorrow. Forecast is always available at digitalweatherdesk.com and on the Digital Weather Desk app, available for Apple and Android users. Again, I'll see you first thing tomorrow morning. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and as always, thanks so much for stopping by the Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Bank.